All right, we're live, folks. Good evening, everyone, and tonight is a regular meeting of the Pascack Valley Regional High School District Board of Education. Today is 11/7/22. Let's see here. I would ask Yas to call the order on their roll.
Mr. Blundo.
Here.
Mrs. Varghese. Dr. Blundy.
Here.
Mr. Luisi. Mrs. Martin.
Here.
Ms. Molinelli.
Present.
Mr. Stankus.
Here.
Ms. Steffens.
Here.
And Mr. Weaver.
Okay. Would ask everyone to please join me in a salute to the flag. Just over there.
Or over there behind. Oh, look at that.
Choices today. How about
This is better.
pledge allegiance to the flag
Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Choice there.
I would have rather that one.
Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by mailing copies of said notice to the record, filing copies of said notice with the municipal clerks of Hillsdale, Montvale, Rivervale, and Woodcliff Lake, and publishing said notice in the record on August 15th, 2022. Routine matters, we have committee reports, the Finance Committee. James?
Oh, yeah, I'll take it away. Okay.
Settle down there, Jim.
Yeah, at the last meeting, which was October 27th, we discussed 2% versus 4% in unassigned fund balance. And in case anybody wants to know a little bit of the history, the 4% rule was implemented due to COVID, and it was due to revert back to 2% next year. However, we kept 2% last year, and the recommendation from Yas was that we do the same this year. This will allow the board to transfer more into capital reserve. We also had a discussion on adjoining properties. There are two properties adjacent to Hills. They were reported that they prospect of it being available or whatever, and we determined that more information should be gathered on that before we make any recommendations to the board. And the conclusions of the meetings was we decided to keep the 2% unassigned fund balance, and also the administration would be reaching out to inquire about the properties. But usually any property that's located near a school is actually worth looking into when the school is locked into an area. So.
Great. Any questions for Jim? Good.
I just want to make sure that the recommendation, does the rest of the board agree with the recommendation so I can let the auditor know? Because we have to get the audit.
2%.
2% versus 4%.
Versus 4%.
Do we need a formal vote?
Which will give us more money put more money into the
Yes.
capital reserve.
Yes.
No objections?
No.
Great.
Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Yes. Okay, we have the superintendent's report. Sarah?
Sure, thank you. I actually wanted to remark on how much fun it was to see all of our athletic teams, and majority of our teams had success in their postseason games. I wanted to make a note, one of the boys' soccer games here at Valley took place during the school day, and I think the entire student body was on the stands cheering for them. It was really cool to see. It was great to see the students come out and support their classmates, as they advanced within the season. I wanted to also make sure that everyone is aware of our fall plays. PV is putting up Museum. Hills is putting up a version of Pride and Prejudice. Both plays take place on November 17th, 18th, and 19th. Hills has an additional show date on the 20th. We also have a number of academic student recognitions over the next two meetings. Since our space is limited here in the cafeteria, we're going to recognize a small number of students on November 21st, and then we'll invite the rest of the students to our December meeting. So just something to look forward to. We do have a number of students that we want to recognize for their academic accomplishments. Thank you.
That's it. Great. And we have one student rep with us, Olivia Gee from Pascack Hills.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Olivia G., and I'll be presenting the Pascack Hills Student Report for the month of November. For co-curricular item number 1, the varsity debate team went to their first competition of the year and placed second in the league, and many also won individual awards as well. So we're looking forward to a great season. Additionally, the Model UN team is going to their first conference at Princeton this coming week, and they are very excited to participate in numerous committees on a variety of world issues in hopes of promoting peace through cooperation and diplomacy. For co-curricular item number 3, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Backenheimer offered a bleeding control course for members of the medical club. Participants were trained in the American College of Surgeons Stop the Bleed course. And finally, on October 16th, the Pascack Hills Cares Club participated in Bergen County's Out of the Darkness Walk. Organized by the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, volunteers walked to support the mission of saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide. Throughout the month of October, members collected online donations that go directly to AFSP for research, funding, educational programs, and also advocating public policy. They also posted resources on social media and sent emails to spread awareness to the Hills community. For the athletic items, number 1 is that Hills Boys Soccer won the Bergen County Cup after defeating Paramus in the final in a game of 4-1. William Roche, Jacob Shashua, Jonathan Matthew, and Christian Grubik each scored a goal, and William Connell made 7 saves on 8 shots. So congratulations to the boys soccer team. Additionally, senior Sean Dalal was one of this year's recipients of the SFC Steve DeGregorio Young Man of the Year for Hills. This esteemed award is given to an individual who has displayed outstanding leadership and dedicated service to their school and community. So this honor goes to a high-character senior who played as big of a role in the community as they did on the field. And finally, Mia Piantino was nominated for the North Jersey Volleyball Player of the Year for October. So I'd like to give a big congratulations to all of our hardworking athletes. And then for our academic awards, this year, Pascack Hills High School students have earned the NJ DOE Seal of Biliteracy and Global Seal of Biliteracy in many different languages. On Thursday, December 1st, the Celebrate Languages ceremony will take place at 7 p.m. in the auditorium. Administration, faculty, staff, and families are invited to attend. Students will be recognized for earning the NJ DOE Seal of Biliteracy in 1 or more languages and/or being inducted into the Chinese, French, Italian, or Spanish National Honor Societies. Members of the Honor Societies provide peer tutoring free of charge as part of their membership, as well as do community volunteering, collect donations, and fundraise events. For my joke of the day, what do you call a sleeping bull? A bulldozer.
There we go. All right. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good report.
They're great.
I really want to know them.
So we have 2 minutes to approve. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Dr. Blundy,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Abstain.
Ms. Molinelli,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Abstain.
Mr. Blundo.
Yes. We are open to the public. Citizens are invited to make comments regarding agenda items and limited to 3 minutes according to our policy 0167. Persons wishing to speak must, upon being recognized, rise, sign in, state their name, town of residence, and what agenda item they are referencing. There are some folks here, but they're all part of our family, so to speak. But is there any anybody that's here that would like to speak? Seeing no hands, we will close to the public. Okay, and then we are on Agenda 7, Education. We have 3 consent agenda items. Is there a motion?
So moved.
And we had a second? Deborah? Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Dr. Blundy,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Molinelli,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes.
Mr. Blundo.
Yes. All right, under Human Resources, looks like we have, if I can count, quite a bit. Anybody beat me to it? 16 agenda items that we'd like a motion as a consent.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Dr. Blundy,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Molinelli,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes.
Mr. Blundo.
Yes. Okay. And under Finance, we have 20 consent agenda items. Is there a motion?
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Dr. Blundy,
Yes.
Mrs. Martin,
Yes.
Ms. Molinelli,
Yes.
Mr. Stankus,
Yes.
Ms. Steffens,
Yes.
Mr. Blundo.
Yes. Okay. Old business. Anybody on the board have any old business to bring up? Okay, new business? Wow. And we are open for the second and last time to the public on any item, but we still see no public. But I will just see if any of our team has anything to say, but seeing no hands, we will close to the public. We're going to entertain a motion to go into executive session for discussion of possible HIVs. No action will be taken tonight after this, correct? So is there a motion to go into executive session?
So moved.
A second?
Second.
Okay, by acclamation, we are in closed.